Hi folks, welcome to the second video in this free video series by automationsimplified.com. The objective of this video is to download and set up Eclipse on our machine to be able to write Java code or Java programs. We will also be exploring the Eclipse IDE and write our first sample Java program. Okay, to download Eclipse, we will now go to google.com and we'll write download Eclipse. The very first link that you see is eclipse.org, so we'll click on it. Okay, here we see different Eclipse versions such as Eclipse for Java EE developers, Eclipse for C developers, Eclipse for mobile developers, and so on. We are interested in the very first option, which is the Eclipse for Java EE developers. Now choose the correct Eclipse package as per your OS. If your operating system is a 32-bit operating system, then download the Windows 32-bit. If your operating system is a 64-bit operating system, then in that case download Eclipse for Windows 64-bit. To quickly check your operating system, go to Start and right click on My Computer and select Properties. As you can see, under the system category, look out for the system type options value, which says 64-bit operating system. So my machine on which I have installed Windows operating system is a 64-bit operating system. So I'll go back to this website and I'll click on this option, Windows 64-bit. If your machine is 32-bit, then you got to click on this option. Now here we see that you can either download Eclipse by using this download link, or there are a number of mirror websites that are listed over here, so you can probably select any of the mirror site which is close to your location. So probably in this video we'll go with this option. We'll select the option save file and we'll say OK. So here we see that the download has started and it is going to take approximately 18 minutes because it is quite a big file which is of the size 229 MB. But for the purpose of this video, I have already downloaded the Eclipse installation file, so probably we can close this from here. Now stop the download. Once the download is complete, you can see that the download is completed, and here is the zip file. Let us unzip it, extract here. So as we see that the zip file is being extracted and a new folder Eclipse is being created. Okay, so the file is unzipped. Now as we go inside the folder, we can see that there are a number of files and folders. The most important file for us at this point of time is the eclipse.exe. Now notice that Eclipse do not require any special installation. Just unzip the downloaded file and start using it straight away. For easy accessibility, place the shortcut of this exe on the desktop. Right click send to desktop, create shortcut. I'll close this window, and here we see that the shortcut of the Eclipse has been created. Now when I double click on this Eclipse shortcut, we see that the Eclipse is being instantiated. Okay, so the very first dialog that you see asks you to select a workspace, because Eclipse stores your projects in a folder called workspace. We can also say that workspace is like a placeholder where you store all your project data or files. Now if we are to understand it visually, we can visualize a workspace as, let me quickly open MS Paint. So we can say that this is my workspace, and inside workspace we create our projects. So we can say that this is my project number 1, this is my another project, and this is my another project. So in workspace we create a number of projects. So this is my project 1, this is my project 2, and this is my project 3. And inside these projects, what we have is the Java source files, that is the .java files, the various Java source files. .java files is what we create inside our projects. Apart from this, our project can also have other resources such as images, various bitmaps that we use in our projects, icon files, and more. So if we are to visualize a workspace, then we can say that this is your workspace, and within workspace we create our projects, and within a project we create our Java source files that contains the code of our program. Alright, so let's go back. I'll prefer going with the default workspace that is automatically being selected. You can anytime you can change this workspace by clicking here and selecting the corresponding folder that you want to select. Alright, so I'll say OK. We can see that Eclipse is getting loaded, and this is the Juno version of the Eclipse. So this is the first screen. When you open Eclipse for the first time, this is the first welcome screen that you get to see. There are many options that you see here. What is new in Eclipse, samples that you can try out, there are tutorials, a workbench, etc. So if you want to explore more, you can obviously select any of these options and then gather more information about these things. Now we'll close this welcome screen. Now as we close the welcome screen, we see that this is the main development environment. So if we are to closely have a look at the Eclipse IDE, we'll see that there are a number of menu options, which is quite a common thing. You get to see these menus in a number of development environments, and then we see that there are a number of frequently used options which are available as a part of this toolbar. And then you see that there are basically three major areas that we need to see. The one is, this is the first area, this is the second area, and this is your third section or third area. Let us forget this area for the time being, as it is very less used, and we can skip it for the time being. Alright, so this area is nothing but the area where we create our projects. Alright, this is the area where we will be writing our Java code. So this is the area where you will be spending a lot of your time doing Java coding and all. And obviously this area is the area where we can see the output of our Java programs and other debugging information. Alright, so we have seen that the major areas of the Eclipse IDE. Now let's go back and minimize this. Alright, so having seen all the major categories or the major areas or the major sections of the Eclipse IDE environment, it is now time to write our first sample program. For that, as we have seen that initially we have created our workspace. Now is the time to create a new project in that workspace. So we'll go to File, I'll say New and Java Project. So this is the dialog box that you see. It asks for a project name. So let me give it a name as Java Proj. Okay, I've given the project name and I'll click Finish. So as you can see, if you notice here, a project has been created, a project folder has been created. So if I just click it, you will see that there are two things inside the project. One is your source folder. This is the SRC folder or the source folder. You will be writing all your Java code inside this source folder. The other folder is the JRE system library folder. All the jar files or all the library files, jar files that are required as a minimum to execute the Java program is populated over here. So we'll close this. We'll right click on the source folder and we'll create a new class. So we are writing our first Java program. I'll name this class as first Java program. I'll click this option, say Finish. So here you can see that a new class has been created by the name first Java program, which contains the main method. The main method is the method from where the execution of a Java program begins. So our first Java program will be a very simple program. We'll just write a printout statement like this. We'll say system dot out dot println, and then we'll provide the statement what we want to print. I'll say hello Java, and then the semicolon. So every statement in Java ends with a semicolon. Alright, so we'll save it and we'll run from here. Run. Alright, so you can see the output of this program in the console. And what is the output of the Java program? It says hello Java. So we have just seen how do we write our Java program. We have just written our first Java program. So this brings us to an end of this Java program. Hope this helps you. This video helps you to download and configure the Eclipse IDE on your machines, and hope you have understood the first Java program. Thank you for your time. Thank you. Bye bye.